Just like fire, burning up the way.
Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Face It. Sorry we haven't been around for a little bit.
We missed you guys so much.
But we are back and we are ready to go. And with, I think, a really hot topic. So we're coming back really strong. We're going to be talking about Hollywood scandals.
Those are really big right now, and there's a lot going on.
There really is. So this all originated from the Harvey Weinstein sex scandals, and if you don't know about that, I mean, it was all over the place.
I'm telling you right now.
What do we have to do here?
Nothing. I'm gonna take a shower. You sit there and have a drink. Water.
Don't drink. Can I stay on the bar?
No, you must come here now.
A spokesperson for Harvey Weinstein today issued the following statement in regard to the New Yorker revelations, and it reads in full. Any allegations of non-consensual sex are unequivocally denied by Mr. Weinstein.
Basically, everybody, women, young women are coming out, young, old, whatever, and they're coming out and they're talking about situations that they were put in with people in higher power, men with higher power. And this can date back from like 40 years ago. Like this is current. This is happening back then, but people are speaking out now, and it all originated from the Harvey Weinstein cases. It gave everybody a voice. So the most current ones right now,
Roy Moore. I got his name right, finally. Roy Moore, he's going up for the Senate, and he has a lot of publicity, and not good publicity. It's about him and his advances towards young women, underage women. They're 14, 16, 18, and he's still up for Senate, and people are still supporting him, which is the biggest thing about that. Like, there's allegations of him making sexual advances at these young ladies, actually taking their clothes off and touching them, inappropriate things like that. And then there's so many people that are still behind him saying that, like, oh, due to our religion, we believe in forgiveness and things like that. Well, how would you feel if he did that to your daughter?
I want to address what's been brought out on television today by Gloria Allred and a client that she has about things I allegedly did. I want to make it perfectly clear. The people of Alabama know me. They know my character. They know what I've stood for in the political world for over 40 years. And I can tell you without hesitation, this is absolutely false. I never did what she said I did. I don't even know the woman. I don't know anything about her. I don't even know where the restaurant is or was. And if you look at this situation, you'll see that because I'm 11 points ahead, or 10 or 11 points ahead, this race being just 28 days off, that this is a political maneuver and has nothing to do with reality. It's all about politics.
Yeah, and this goes, I think that the government and Hollywood go hand in hand. So the scandals that are happening in Hollywood are also happening in the government. And, you know, this kind of originated from the hashtag #MeToo. It was going around about a month ago on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the social media sites. And it's women posting about their situations that they've been in and hashtagging Me Too, you know? Basically supporting another woman saying, Me Too, it's happened to me too.
I have a voice now, and this is what I'm saying. And currently, because there's been so many underage things and things like that, it's hashtag me at 14. And it's just really sad to see all of these girls posting pictures of like when they were 14 and then things they like to do. I like to play kickball. I like to do this. But now my innocence have been ruined because someone has basically stolen that away from me. And it's, you know, so much psychological things that come with that as well. So.
It's so sad, but I'm glad that people are speaking out about it because this happens so much. A lot of people think that, oh, well, you weren't raped, so what's the big deal? It doesn't matter if you're raped. It doesn't matter if you're just touched. It doesn't matter if it's verbal abuse. I get verbal abuse as a girl walking down the street every single day. If it is an unwanted advance of anything sexual that you don't want to hear, then it is not okay.
Yeah, and it's damaging. I mean, and speaking of that, all of our Hollywood cases as well. We have a big one with Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey, he is the latest one that has came out, you know, but the problem here, well, it's not a problem. The difference with this situation is a lot of it was young women coming out about men. And now the tables have been reversed and it's young men coming out about Kevin Spacey. So he's known, you know, everybody's known him. He's known with a wife. He has kids and he's been, you know,
in so many things. He's an inspiration as a performer to so many people.
And it doesn't matter if you're gay, it doesn't matter if you're straight, whatever, but he's always like broadcasted himself as a straight man.
In July 2016, actor Kevin Spacey has sexually assaulted my son. Was a starstruck, straight, 18-year-old young man who had no idea that the famous actor was an alleged sexual predator or that he was about to become his next victim.
Journalist Heather Unro's tweet about Kevin Spacey last month triggered all the allegations against him. Today, she went public and the police are now investigating.
So now, since all of these scandals are coming out, he basically was like, I have a confession, I'm gay. And personally, I don't think he would have came out if it wasn't for him being caught. So I think all these men are using excuses. Oh, I have a sex problem. Oh, I'm gay. Sorry, I'm going through this. Because they just don't want to like put all the pressure on themselves.
Yeah, it just like reverts what the real problem is. It's like it takes the light off the problem. Like, oh, I did all of this horrible, horrible thing to young men, but I'm gay now. Pay attention to that. No.
Yeah, and I mean, I was talking about this before to you that I think it's like annoying now that guys are coming out and they're saying, well, what if this happened to a guy? What if a woman did this to a man?
Exactly.
How would Hollywood and society treat that? Because it does happen.
Yeah, because the point of the matter, no matter if it's a woman or a man, it's all bad. But it happens so much more to women from men in power.
It's just how it is.
If you look at how many women, we're not even talking about businesses or CEOs of everything, but if you look at how many men are in the House and the Senate opposed to women in the House and the Senate, you have 585 total. And of that 585 total, only 105 are women in power.
That's insane.
Yeah. So for you to say, oh, what about a woman doing that to a man? Well, the chances are a lot less likely.
And even if they do, a lot of times, like I always say this, that males are wired differently. So if a guy says something to a girl on the street, example, girls are always like kind of like grossed out, back away, I don't know you. But if a girl says something to a guy like, ooh, you looking good, the guy's like, really, Ma? Like, come on, good.
Yeah.
Like, come and get it. Like, guys are more into that. And also, guys are just stronger. So a guy can easily pin down a girl more than a girl can be like, I got you. Unless she like drugs them or something.
I mean, or if it's a case of an older woman and a younger man. So how do you guys feel about everything happening in Hollywood? Do you think that the men are more subjected or the women are more subjected, or is it equal? I mean, personally, we feel that, women are more subjected, but it is equally as bad.
Yeah, and also, do you think that these scandals are going to stop now that all of these women are coming out? Or do you think that if you're a sex offender, you're always going to be a sex offender? Because, that's kind of going on right now, too.
Yeah.
So let us know what you guys think in the comments below, and be sure to follow me on Instagram at Let's Face It with Justine.
And you can follow me on Instagram at What Di Does.
And stay tuned next week. We have a really exciting show. My cousin Kayla is going to be here, and we're going to be talking about the Mandela effect and conspiracy theories. That's going to be great because Dynasty doesn't know about anything, so it's going to be interesting to have her perspective.
Yes, I'm really ready to hear about these conspiracies.
See you guys next week.
All right.